Hi there, and welcome to CodeFramer. In this video, we will understand various methods which can be used to perform different operations on Python set data type. In the last video, we understood about the features of Python set data type, and we also understood when the developer should use Python set, instead of Python list, to store data. Using the right data structure to store data is extremely crucial while coding any software application. Hence, if you are a beginner, then I highly recommend you to watch the previous video, so that you understand the features of the Python set data type, and then you can come back to this video, to explore different methods, using which we can perform various operations on a Python set. So the first thing that you are going to see, is how to declare an empty Python set. So in order to declare an empty Python set, all you need to do, is to call the set function. Using the set function, we can create an empty Python set, and later we can add items into the variable. So as you can see, when we print the type function on the variable which stores empty Python set, the result is set data type. Now in order to declare a Python set and add items, we need to use the curly braces. Any value which is written inside the curly braces in Python, is denoted as items of a Python set data type. So as you can see here, that we have certain string items stored inside the Python set. So now if you print variable color, it will print all the stored items in a random order. As you can see in the result, the colors are printed in random order. This is because Python set never maintains the sequence of items. Which means that whenever you print a Python set, you will always get the items in a random order. So you can use Python set data type whenever you are not bothered about the sequence of data. Also remember one important point, that if we do not add any item within the curly braces, then it denotes an empty dictionary. So for example, if I open a curly brace, and then close it, without storing any item inside the curly braces, and then if you print the type of the variable, it gives us the dictionary data type. So always remember, that curly braces without any items, is not a Python set, but it denotes an empty dictionary. I hope that this is clear. Let us move on to the next example. We can access the items of a Python set, using a for loop. For example, we have some colors stored in the variable, which is called colors, and now if you want to access the items of this particular variable, then we can write, for, color, in, colors, and then the colon. In the next line, we can just print color. So now when we execute this statement, it prints all the items of the Python set. We can check the existence of a particular item in a Python set, using, in, operator. So for example, if you want to find the presence of color blue, in the colors variable, then we can write, blue, in single quote. This is because we are looking for blue string value, and then we can write, in, and the name of the Python set variable, which is colors. So if you print this particular statement, it will return the result as true. This is simply because, blue exists in the colors variable. Similarly, we can find the non-existence of any value inside a Python set, using the, not in, operator. So as you can see, that when we write, blue, in single quotes, not in, colors, it returns the result as false. This is because, blue exists inside the Python set, colors. And hence the result is false. I hope that this is clear. Let us move to the next example. We can add items inside a Python set, using the add method. For example, if we want to add the color red, inside the Python set colors, then we can write, colors, dot, add, and then we can pass the string item red, as an argument to the add method. Now if we print the variable colors, then as you can see, red is also added in the Python set. But also notice that the order of the items are not maintained, while printing the colors variable, and due to this fact, the color red, appears to be at the second position. So using the add method, we can add any number of items, and also any type of items, into the Python set. Similarly, we can add bunch of items into the Python set, using the update method. So for example, if we want to add all the elements of a list, into a Python set, then we can use the update method. So as you can see, that we have certain color items stored in the colors variable. Now if we want to update items of a particular Python list, into this Python set, then we can write, colors, update, and then we can pass the list, as an argument. So in this case, we are adding few more colors like, pink, magenta, and yellow. Now if we execute this statement, then all the items stored in the list, will be added to the Python set. So as you can see, when we print colors, it now shows all the 6 colors in the result, which includes the color from the list as well. This is how we can add multiple items from a Python list, using the update method in a single shot. Let me show you the type of argument, which we pass to the update method. So if we pass this argument to the type function, then as you can see, that it returns Python list as the data type. Which means that, using the update method, we can add the items of a Python list to the Python set. I hope that it is clear. We can find the total number of items stored inside a Python set, using the len function. Just like the list, where we use len function to find the total number of items stored inside a Python list, we can use the same len function to find the total number of items stored in a Python set. So in order to find the total number of items stored in the colors variable, we can write print len, and then we can pass the variable as the argument to the len function. So as you can see, that we have 3 as the output. This is because we have 3 items stored in the Python set. Now let us move to the next method. We can remove any item from the Python set, using the remove method. For example, if we want to remove item blue from the Python set, then we can write colors, which is the name of the Python set, dot, remove, then we can pass the item which is to be removed as the argument. In this case, we will pass blue. So if we print the result, as you can see, that the item blue has been removed from the Python set. Similarly, we have another method, using which we can remove item from the Python set, which is the discard method. So for example, if we want to discard item green from the Python set, then we can write colors, dot, discard, and then we can pass the item to be discarded as an argument. In this case it is green. So as you can see, that the color green has been removed from the Python set. Now the question is, what is the difference between the remove method and the discard method, since both of them are performing the same action? So the difference is, if the argument which is passed to the remove method does not exist in the Python set, then the interpreter will throw error. So for example, if I pass color red as the argument to the remove method, then as you can see, we are getting the key error. But in the case of discard method, even if the item does not exist in the Python set, we will not receive any error. The interpreter will simply ignore the statement, and print the Python set as it is. So as you can see, if we pass red as the argument to the discard method, then no error is received, and the Python set is printed as it is. I hope that the difference is clear. Let us move to the next example. We can pop an item from the Python set, using the pop method. For example, if we want to pop a random item from colors, then we can write y equals colors, dot, pop, and then we call the method. Now if we print both y and the variable colors, then as you can see, the popped item is stored in the variable y, and blue has been removed from the Python set colors. Please remember that the item blue is popped randomly, which means that the next time when you execute the same statement, then it may remove another random item from the Python set. I hope that this is clear. Next method is the clear method. We can clear all the items stored in a Python set, using the clear method. So for example, if we want to clear all the items stored in the colors variable, then we can write colors, dot, and then we can call the clear method. So now if we print the colors variable, then as you can see, it returns an empty Python set. We can also completely delete a Python set, using the delete method. So if we want to delete the colors set, then we can write del space colors. This will completely remove the Python set from the memory. So now if you print in the colors variable, it will give us the error, that is the name of the variable does not exist. I hope that this is clear. Let us move to the next example. We can combine two sets using the union method. For example, if we have a set called char1, which stores certain string items, and we have another set called integer1, which stores certain integer items. Now if we want to combine these two sets, then we can write char1 dot union, and then we can pass the integer1 set as the argument to the union method. If we print the combine variable now, it will give us the combined set, which contains items of both the sets char1 and integer1. Similarly, we can use the update method to update the items of a set by including items of another set. Let us take the same example of char1 and integer1 Python set. If we write char1 dot update, and then we can pass integer1 as the argument, then the char1 set will get updated with the items of integer1 set. So as you can see that char1 set contains items of integer 1 set as well. I hope that this is clear. Let us move to the next example. We can find the difference between two Python sets using the difference method. For example, we have company list 1, which has Apple, Google, and IBM. Then we have company list 2, which has Intel, IBM, and Apple. Now if we want to find the difference between these two Python sets, then we can write comp1 dot difference, and then we can pass the second set, which is comp2. If you print the result, then it will return the item in comp1, which is not available in comp2, and in this case it is Google. We can also find the common items between two Python sets. Let us take the same example. Now if we want to find common items between company list 1 and company list 2, then we can write comp1 dot intersection, and then we can pass the second set, comp2. Now if we print the result, then as you can see, that it prints IBM and Apple. This is because IBM and Apple are present in both the Python sets in common. I hope that this is clear. Practice with these methods more to get a good hold and deeper understanding. Spend some more time and explore the behavior of these methods with different inputs. I also recommend you to practice and explore other methods that are available in the dir function of a Python set data type. So all you need to do is pass an empty Python set to the dir function, and as you can see, that all the available methods for the Python set data type is available as the result. You can explore all the available methods at the bottom and explore its functionality. This will really help you in future. For now I am concluding this video, to keep the video length in control. If you like this video, then hit the like button, share it with other code lovers, and subscribe the channel to master programming languages. We will continue to learn about other data types in Python in upcoming videos. See you soon, and until then, happy learning.